Good morning. It's 3:30. Just woke up. Slept pretty good. Just over 7 hours. Garmin actually says I'm peaking, which is nice to see. And yeah, training readiness is high. 76 today, not at the usual 100 before a race. But I'm now going to input some stats. I like to track a bunch of stats before every race into the computer. Like sleep, stress, HRV, all the above before a race. And I just like to compare back to, just for personal interest. Maybe I'll put a list up everything I track on the screen. We'll see. But anyway. Oh, I think this is a new video too. I think this is part 3 to the Musselman Race Week. So welcome to Musselman Race Week. It's the morning of the race, Sunday, July 14th. We're racing Musselman 70.3 here very shortly. I'm going to do some work on the computer, get dressed, and yeah, ready to go. Also for breakfast, I'm going to be having this ready rice coconut jasmine. I get the coconut variety because, coconut water is supposed to be hydrating. I don't know. It's just mental or something, but yeah, something I've been stuck on. So coconut jasmine rice. I won't have this whole packet probably because this is a carb bomb. So I'll have some of this applesauce, banana, rice cake, and a little bit of peanut butter. That's what I'm gonna have for breakfast. Should be a good one. Excited. Good luck today.
Thanks, you too, man.
Thank you. All right, we're here with Ellie. The morning of the race. How you feeling?
Felt good, slept good. Got the juices flowing, caffeine, you know how it is.
And we heard it's wetsuit legal?
No chance, they're lying.
It is actually 76.0. It is right on the border of wetsuit
I
legal.
say this is what they did. If you want to know what the race director did, took a bag of ice. Temperature 76. Oh.
Hey, I'm not complaining. I get to wear my wetsuit.
This is yours. Right?
Yeah, that's my dad's.
Sweet.
But I'm gonna run to the bathroom one more time, and then we're headed to the race. It rained last night, Ellie.
Huh?
It rained last night.
Oh, it actually rained?
Well, I mean, look at the ground. It's wet. That's probably why it's 76.
I thought it's just like moist. Moisture.
Hey, happy birthday. It's a birthday girl.
It's your birthday.
All right, we have the birthday girl, Jules Delvicio. Is that how you say it?
Delvicio.
Delvicio here. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. It's gonna be a good day. Wetsuit legal, not really any wind.
We got a streaker in the background. You ready?
It's gonna be a good day.
All right,
It's gonna be great.
let's do this.
Let's do it. All right, I'm down there.
If you need anything, I got a pump, and oh, you got a pump too. All right.
Are you all set up already?
No.
What? You did well. It probably about, depends when you started, but you came in right about 30 minutes, 31 minutes after the start. at the 34 to 35 age group. You got one guy behind you in the age group. He's right behind you.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, Parker. Big, Parker. Let's go.
Good work, Parker. 5 minutes down, running the same pace, second overall right now, first in your age group.
Keep to your left, Rose, keep to your left.
4:55 behind. You're running about a 5:33. He's running like a 5:29 or 5:34. They're really close, about same pace. Parker, good job. You got a 5-minute lead on third, 5 minutes in front of you. You're running strong. Way to go, Parker! Way to go! Way to go!
Well, here we go, second to the red carpet. Please welcome Parker Kerth.
Part of the NVDM race team. So come on back here. And your winner, second across the line today, 4:05.45, Parker Kerth, Yudin, Illinois. All these versions of, however you want to take photos, I'm good. It's your photo. 30 to 34 females. She had to go 5:13 or faster.
Well, the race is done. We are back home, sweet home. So I guess it's now time for the race recap. I'm going to be keeping it short and sweet here because I think the video is, well, not just the video, the series is long enough as it is. But if you do want a more detailed and in-depth race report with more numbers, more stats, then check out the Try Hard podcast. By the time that this video goes live, we will have already recorded and released the race recap podcast, the race recap episode, in which I will be talking more about the race, and we may have some special guests on as well. But, oh, and I'll have that linked down in the description box below. But before I start to give any sort of recap, first I have to give a huge shout out to my great friend and athlete, Mike, for capturing that drone footage. That was pretty cool. I got it. That was, big thank you to Mike. I think Mike could, Talbot, if you're watching this, you got some competition coming for you. No, but anyway, I guess we'll start off with the swim. Kick things off, my goggles, they leaked again. I don't know why. I didn't have any issue. I swam with the goggles 5 or 6 times leading up to the race, had no issues with them. Then, of course, come race day, they start leaking a little bit. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad as my last race up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So it didn't slow me down as much, but still at least 30 seconds. I'd say I had to stop, undo them, get back into my rhythm. And so I was pretty disappointed, especially with the fact that I missed or going sub 30 by 12, 15 seconds. And that was, I said I didn't really have any goals, but I still haven't gone sub 30 in a 70.3 swim, so I really want to. When I saw I missed that by like 12 or 15 seconds, coming out of the water, I wasn't super psyched about that, but what I am very happy about is that I didn't let it get to my head mentally. I said, Parker is still a lifetime best swim. Great job. If the goggles didn't leak, then you would have gone sub 30. So coming out of the water, I was actually in a pretty good headspace. Running along, big thanks to Dad for capturing some of that footage on the Insta360. Got on the bike and the legs actually felt pretty good. The best they felt all year in TT position. And the bike course, it was incredible. Oh, I guess I should say, coming out of the water, I did have that 50 gram thing of carbs that you guys saw me prep last night. So I downed that, got on the bike. The bike course was great. I thought it was gonna be a little easier. Mike was saying, or at least I got the vibe from Mike that the bike course was gonna be super fast. And don't get me wrong, it was fast, but there was quite a few times we had a downhill right into a turn or an uphill. So all the momentum you had going downhill was like cut right away or stopped right away. That kind of sucked. But nailed my nutrition, felt good, got through 232 or the 950 milliliters bottles with all the carbs, and then half of like a 16 milliliter bottle. Felt good, wasn't bloating at all, no cramps really on the bike. And yeah, ended up having the fourth fastest bike split, went 2:11, but the top 4 bike splits were all within a minute of each other. So I think the fastest bike split was actually like a 2:10.50. So I was 1 minute back from having the fastest bike split. And yeah, you know, maybe if I didn't have to stop and slow down for that horse carriage that I saw, or the Amish horse carriages. I saw like, there was at least 3 times when I thought I was catching someone on the bike, because I biked the entire bike pretty much by myself. You know, in the first 5 miles, I caught everyone that passed me out of the water. And then from mile 5 to about mile 50, I was alone. Then finally at mile 50, I saw the guys that were in second and third place, and I guess they were riding together pretty much the entire race. So it would have been nice to have caught them earlier. But as I was saying, at least 5 times, or maybe 5 times, but 3 times, I thought I saw another biker ahead of me, but it ended up being like an Amish person on a horse. So yeah, whenever that happened, I was like, darn it. But anyway, coming out of the bike, felt pretty good. Legs felt great. I was a little worried that the run legs may not show up, because by the end of the bike, the legs were getting a little tired. I think I ended up pushing right around 272 normalized power, so pretty happy with that. I think that's a lifetime best 70.3 bike. Then after, getting off the bike, got on the run, and I noticed that right away the legs felt good, down the bottle of carbs, and was pretty much hitting 6-minute miles coming out of the bike, starting the run, which was pretty much the exact same as the race in Grand Rapids. I felt the exact same, except in Grand Rapids, I started falling off a bit at the end. You know, I started dropping like 6:10, 6:20, so I was hoping that wouldn't happen during this race. But there was a big hill. There was like a hill that was between a quarter of a mile and a half mile long. I don't know what the grade, but it was a long hill, and you had to run up it twice. And so I remember going up it the first time, thinking to myself, Parker, don't overcook it, because you're going to have to do this again. And so I definitely did not push 100% going up that hill, and I'm very happy I didn't. I left some in the tank, because the second time I went up, I felt like I was pushing almost 100%, but actually my splits going up the hill, they were pretty much the exact same. It was a 6:19 mile going up the hill. So happy about that, and I'm also happy about that the legs, they never really fell off. I think I actually negative split the run. I averaged 6:03 minute per mile pace for the half Ironman, and I remember at the turnaround point, or halfway through, I was right around a 6:04 minute per mile pace. And so the last mile or two, I definitely picked it up a bit, because, you know, the finish was there. But I was also 5 minutes back from the guy in first the entire time, and I was getting info on the course that he was running pretty much the exact same pace as me. And so whenever you're not really in the race, I kind of knew halfway through the race that, you know, it was kind of over. I wasn't going to get first unless he cramped or whatever. So I told myself, Parker, just run your own race. Don't try to kill yourself. You know, it's not the end of the season yet. You don't want to get injured, or whatever the case may be. And plus, just mentally, knowing that there isn't somewhere right in front of you to catch, it's just hard to go to that, you know, deep, dark place. And so I didn't really, you know, my heart rate, I think I averaged 155 on the run. And by the end, I was running like 150 heart rate and still cruising 6-minute miles. And so I'm very happy, considering that I have Kona coming up in a few months, that I think I'm definitely in sub 3 hour shape. At least at least off of a half Ironman bike. So coming off a half Ironman bike, I know I can run a sub 3 hour marathon. Coming off of an Ironman bike in the Kona heat, that's still to be determined. Tune back on October 27th to find out if I can do that. But yeah, ended up placing second overall. Oh, nutrition on the run, it went well. I had a little bit of discomfort at the beginning of the run going up that hill, mile 3 or 4. Like a little cramp, not enough to really slow me down, but enough to, I knew it was there. But besides that, no issues. Down 50 grams of carbs at the beginning of the run, and then I had two gels, so 60, so about 110 grams of carbs in, the hour 19 it took for me to run it. So happy about that. And yeah, second overall, first age group, 3 minutes. I ended up making up 2 minutes on the guy. He kind of faded at the end there. And I punched the slot to Marbella. So I will be competing at the Half Ironman World Championships in 2025. Accepted my race entry. Paid the $800 some entry fee. So I'm very excited to go to Spain next year. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with the race, but I'm definitely not satisfied. I know I can swim sub 30. I know I can push more power on the bike. And I know I can run faster. So that being said, there's still room to go, room to grow. And consider the fact I didn't taper at all. That's another something to consider. I had a hard, if you guys watch the series, you would know I had a pretty big day on that Wednesday, I think, or Wednesday or Thursday before the race. I did a 2 hour ride, an hour and a half ride the day before the race and a 4 mile run. So I definitely wasn't fresh, wasn't tapered, and I still managed to put out a better race than Ironman Texas when I took a 2 week long taper. So there you go. Anyway, I think that's going to do it. As I mentioned, I'll have a longer race report on the Try Hard podcast. Check that out. But I think that's all I have left to say on here. Hope you guys enjoyed the series. Big thanks to everyone coming out. Shout out to my coach Natasha and Raw Supplements, my biggest sponsor. Use code NVDM. It says so right here on my shirt. Parker was taken, so my code is NVDM. I'll have a link to their supplements down below. Let me know if he picks them up so I can thank you personally. And we will catch you guys in the next one. I think the next one will be either a run video or the bike maintenance video or something. Sure, it will be exciting. Anyway, speaking of the podcast, we are going to be recording that episode in about 2 minutes. So I'm going to end this, start that, and hit that subscribe button. Thanks.